Good afternoon. Obviously, we are satisfied with the court's ruling today. We welcome Judge Africk's decision today based on the facts and the law. The courts have recognized that the First Amendment can be reasonably regulated in time, place, and manner. Last Tuesday, the city moved forward with a well-thought-out and planned enforcement of the park's rules and regulations, intended for the safety and welfare of our citizens. We intend to enforce the laws going forward. Thank you.
Obviously, this afternoon, the federal judge ruled that the TRO could be lifted. Thus, the laws are in effect, and there's no restrictions to those laws. So people in the Occupy camp should be notified, as they were a couple weeks ago, that the laws are in existence and they can and will be enforced at any time. We also want to reflect back on this has been a good relationship between the police department and the Occupy persons. We've had a professional dialogue. We've established rapport. Right now, we went and checked a few minutes ago, and the tents are about half as many as there was as early as this afternoon or even yesterday. So we're going to continue to notify people tonight that the TRO has been lifted for those persons who may not know. And we want to continue to ask the Occupy NOLA protesters to consider that the court has ruled and that this police department continues to take resources from the neighborhoods to police this issue. Please understand, we have to remove officers from other neighborhoods in the city of New Orleans to come and clear the park. It's over. The court has ruled. Please consider the actions of the court and vacate the park. Thank you.
Take questions. Let's got any specifics on the plans tonight? I mean, we had at least one protester vow to stay and face arrest if that's the case.
This is no different than 2 weeks ago when Mayor Landrieu said the law is in effect and we intend to enforce it. Today, the TRO has been lifted. The law is in effect. We intend to enforce it. We will take the opportunity this evening to make sure everybody in the park knows, just to make doubly sure, you know, not everybody watches the news, not everybody has access to the news. So we're going to go out there this evening a couple times and make sure people are perfectly clear that the TRO has been lifted, and we will also leaflet them and let them know exactly what the laws are that we intend to enforce. Remember, if you are in the park between 6 a.m. and 10:30 p.m. without building structures and without violating any laws, you can protest all day long. But it's after 10:30 and before 6 that you cannot be in the park, as well as you do not have the authority at any time because of state law and city law to build structures on the park, to have electricity, to be cooking out, to have open flames, etc.
The protesters say they're now moving to a vacant lot in another part of the city, all of them. Are they allowed to be in just a vacant lot? I'm not sure who owns the lot, or will you guys be checking to see where they are?
We'll be continuing to check if anybody makes a complaint, obviously, about somebody squatting on their property. And it's private property. That's a whole different issue. There's no questions there about private property and what people can do on your property. So we'll monitor it. But we've had a very good relationship with the Occupy group, and we'll continue to do so.
The first chance for enforcement will be tonight at 10:30? Is that sort of when you'll...
Essentially, the first chance for enforcement is now. I mean, the TRO was lifted, and the TRO means that now that the TRO has been lifted, you can't have structures, you can't have tents, you can't have all those issues that are already against the law. But we want to notify people. We want to take the opportunity to make sure everybody out there knows what the laws are, again, like we did 2 weeks ago.
Anybody else? All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.